Welcome to my podcast, Chat with Loki. It's about sharing stories of grit, resilience, wisdom from unseen, unheard, everyday heroes of life. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might not have the money, not the success, but the mindset, the maturity, the intelligence, it's beyond what I could imagine myself.
You're already successful the way you answered this question. Why acting? You said for that young child, that kid. And that requires a lot of awareness. That requires a lot of dialogue within. So with your experience in...
Sorry.
yeah,
Another reason why I really want to do it,
yeah.
I want to give voice to the kids that I never heard.
Thank you. I was just about to ask you, what advice, what would you say to the kids out there, especially young people, both boys and girls? They're lacking self-esteem, lack self-confidence. They can't be themselves. Always someone, whether it's within the family or outside the society, or someone always putting them down.
Yeah.
So they don't know their self-worth and they're doubting every day. But on the surface, they're wearing a mask.
Yeah. That's exactly who I was. And that's why I actually visualize my Oscar speech, or not just Oscar, it's just any sort of award speech
Yeah.
that I want to tell parents that never tell your kid that they can't or can or can't do something.
Yeah.
Don't take that away from them.
Yeah.
And I want to give the kids hope. Like, look at how far I've come. Look the shit that I went through.
Yeah.
No matter where you come from, what your background is, where you grew up, how you look. I was this skinny, weak child all my life.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you come from. Believe in yourself and don't let anybody take it. One of my favorite movies that I can't watch it because it just brings so much emotions is The Pursuit of Happiness.
Wow. That's beautiful, that movie.
I made the mistake by watching it with one of my ex-girlfriends, and bloody hell, the most powerful moment is towards the end, and the tears coming down, and the lights come on. I'm like, you bastards. And she's like, you okay? I go, shut up. I think there's dust in this place.
Yeah. Popcorns all over me. Wow.
So, and there's this monologue in it where he tells his kid, first, oh no, we don't have that genes in us to be a basketball player. And he's like, and then he thought of it, it's like, don't ever let anybody tell you what you can or can't do, because if you have a dream, protect it.
Yeah, no, that's one of the most, and it's based on true story.
Yeah,
that's why it's no longer a script. It's. I think there was some. I remember the scene in the bathroom.
Yes, that is a very powerful moment.
That's all I remember from that movie. Is in the bathroom, he's
trying to keep that door shut when he's with his son. Yeah. And that was a very powerful moment. And like, I respected Will Smith so much for that role, and
that takes a lot.
He played it very well.
Yeah.
And coming like that movie, once I started writing my life story down.
Yeah.
And I started sharing with ChatGPT. I live on my own, so sometimes I talk to ChatGPT quite a lot.
Yeah.
Telling it my stories, and sometimes I copy it and paste it.
Yeah.
Because I got a friend of mine who actually works in the industry, film industry, and every time I tell him something about my life, he's like, man, write these things down. He goes, just write them down, just even in bullet points. You've lived through so much. This is what people want to see in the film.
Yeah.
So I started writing things down, and then when I tell ChatGPT about it and stuff, and then ChatGPT says that could be a good movie to writing it in a movie. I'm like, so what's the nearest or closest film to that?
Okay.
He goes, Pursuit of Happiness.
Wow. That's what ChatGPT is.
Yeah.
Wow.
The closest thing to it is Pursuit of Happiness. Is all these setbacks, all these things, all these failures that I've been through.
Yeah.
And from a nothing to the mindset that I have now, it's only a matter of time.
Beautiful.
And I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
If nobody's going to give me the role, I'm writing it myself.
God will open every door for the ones who never give up.
That's right.
So you gave some advice to the parents. What is the advice for the kids? You said to the parents, never ever tell kids can't do this. Don't limit them. That's good for the parents. But the kids out there, a bit lost. Especially there's so much information out there, social media, distractions, bad influences like, celebrities are, not really helping and all those things. So what would you tell them if they're going through self-doubt, if they're going through, let's say, lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence, or being put down by someone close to you?
Look, that happens no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's okay to let it happen. Because I've been through it. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Eventually, you're going to grow up and you're going to get a strong mind.
Yeah.
Things are going to put you down. People are not going to believe in you. People still don't believe in me. And I'm 42 years old. I still haven't made it 17 years later, pursuing acting. I had maybe small breakthrough roles years ago, but I still haven't had anything. Guess what? I'm writing my own roles.
Yeah.
If you want something that is so important to you, that you want it more than air, nobody can take it away from you. But you have to want it, and nothing else. You have to want it. You have to believe in. I mean, look, I had a lot of doubts even when I started off as an actor in my 20s.
Yeah.
It was a lot of up and down. It was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
You get invited to these sort of films or TV series as an extra. You get treated like a shit kicker, as they say it in Australia.
Yes. Yeah.
You get treated. You eat in a different table as an extra.
Yeah.
You don't feel like part of the crew.
Yeah.
You get put down. You don't feel like you belong.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where I thought, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I can't make it as these guys. And once, I think when I was 35, literally it was 7 years ago. Sorry, 7 years ago, I had a bad bicycle accident where I had both my triceps torn off the bone. I had to have a surgery, both arms. I was in cast on both arms. And it was one of the toughest times that I had. I was engaged back then as well. And when I was recovering in the casts, I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't wash myself. Couldn't do anything. I was literally, my arms were useless for 6 weeks.
That's here in Sydney?
Yeah. It was literally 7 years ago. I was living with my ex.
Jeez.
We were living in Darlinghurst. I was working as a personal trainer in Potts Point.
Yeah.
And she said to me, I'm not in love with you anymore because I like somebody independent and you're dependent and I don't have a nurturing instinct.
Wow.
So we broke up. I had to learn how to do everything myself without arms. And then when the cast came off and I was driving to see the rehab, the physiotherapist for my arms, I was listening to a podcast. See, that accident and that surgery that I had was one of the hardest points in my life, but also one of the most important parts of my life. I wouldn't change it because at that time, I always wanted to get into reading, but I was always a slow reader.
Okay.
I discovered audiobooks.
Oh, wow. Because you hear,
Yeah. I had a lot of time on my hands. I discovered audiobooks and I was obsessed. I was like, wow, you can change yourself by listening to books? Hell yeah. So I signed up and I went crazy. I went like 60 books on the first year. And I discovered Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins was one of my favorite authors.
Yeah. What book, at that time, the darkest times you're going through?
Yeah.
what is one or two books which really helped you to get your thoughts together and say, yeah, it's okay, I'm moving forward?
For anybody that wants to change
Yeah.
and change the way they think, a big stepping stone and the most effective book, the first book you should read or listen to is Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins.
Yeah.
I even recommended it to my brother once,
Yeah.
and it changed him in one day because it's a 2.5 hour book. It's not that long.
That was in 90s?
One of his earliest books.
Earliest books, yeah.
But it's such a simple way that he says how to change your emotions and how to control your mind and the way you think. It's just so simple. I was like, wow. So then I was listening to a lot of podcasts, and I was listening to a podcast of Tony Robbins while I was driving to the physiotherapist. And, you know, at that time, it's like acting was sort of in the background.
Yeah,
You know, if I get a role, I was still always with an agent. But after the extra agent, it was hard to land a good agent after that. You know, just it's a hit and miss. And you sometimes for years you don't get a role.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of acting at that time. I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he was talking about the story of Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah.
And Rocky. And the script of Rocky and how he did it, the struggles that he went through and the rejections that he had. And like, you know, people used to put him down. You got a droopy voice, you can't even, a droopy face, and you can't even speak properly. They didn't even choose him as an extra in a Italian movie.
Yes, yeah.
And this guy was relentless.
Yeah.
He sold his best friend, his dog, because he believed in his dreams so much. He wrote the script and they offered him shitload of money. I mean, it's equivalent of $1 million for a bloody script, and he still said, no, I am Rocky. I am playing Rocky. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
That ignited the fire in me so much. It locked it. Nothing can take it away. Since I heard that story, that locked it.
I'm glad you shared this because...
And guess what?
Yeah.
What got me into acting? Wanted to be an actor as a kid.
Rocky.
Rambo. First Blood. Rambo First Blood. Because it's about injustice.
Yeah.
That movie captured me. And because of that, I wanted to be an actor. I even sent an email to Sylvester Stallone last year. I was hoping for him to read it or not after all the struggles that I went through and the neck problems that I had, the nerve damage that I had.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd read it, but whatever.
Wow, there's so much here you shared which I can connect personally. My favorite movie 25 years ago, because this was something where, you know, when you leave school, you need to, you know, there's always this little autograph kind of thing, or share your favorite movie and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I always wrote Rambo, first one.
First Blood.
First Blood. The way he goes in, ties his thing, and then he's in the mountain.
Yeah.
He's stuck in the mountain. He's trying to live off. And then he has this, you know, poking in his flesh. And it's like, for me, watching that, I was like, damn it. And then all he did was, he was walking on the bridge. It's the ego of a police officer. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't say anything. He's just want to mind his own business. And the next thing is the hell broke.
Yeah. And the reason I like those injustice movies, because I faced a lot of injustice in my life.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And roles like this, I love playing.
Nice.
And I love that he was talking about First Blood when he made it. There was over 5 hours of footage.
Yeah.
Eventually he cut a lot of the dialogue off of his character. He made him not say much.
That's why it's so effective. It's crazy. It's like, I remember that. I watched that many times. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Also for the audience, Sylvester Stallone writes a script in 22 hours. He was so, not going well in life. And then he watches a boxing stint on TV or cable or somewhere.
Didn't he buy tickets to watch the
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali fight?
Muhammad Ali fight.
Yeah.
And then he gets inspired and writes the whole script in 22 hours, non-stop.
Yeah.
And then he's so excited, he goes to all these, friends and production companies and everything. And one production company offers him $100,000, but he says, I need to be the hero. And they said, nah, they laugh and they say no. And then 2 weeks later, they come and offer $200,000 and he still says no. And he's broke. He sold his dog for $5 or something,
And
$20.
That was his best friend.
Yeah.
His wife left him at that time. He couldn't even feed his dog. Sold him for $25.
$25. And then a week later, the production company comes and offers $350,000.
Correct.
And he still says no.
He's like, I'm broke as it is.
Yeah.
Let's see how far we can go.
And I don't know who will do that,
Yeah.
especially when you're broke. When someone offered $100,000, $200,000, $350,000, the self-belief of this guy at that time has to be something godly.
Yeah. That's what made me lock in my dream,
Yeah.
and nobody can take it away. I don't give a shit what.
Yeah.
If somebody tells me I went to the future and I saw you,
Yeah.
you didn't make it as an actor.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in that future. But I'm not a quitter.
Yeah.
You know what I would say? I'll work even harder to change that future.
Yeah.
Nothing can take it away. I'll make it happen even if I die chasing it.
You're already an actor. You already acted, and you already started the journey. There's many people who don't even start. But it's great you have these beautiful inspirations. The Pursuit of Happiness, Sylvester Stallone. And also another thing for the audience. After he made money, he went and got the dog back, and he paid $10,000.
No.
More?
So the two guys that started Rocky,
Yeah.
they're the same two guys, the producers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that kept on coming back to him with a new offer.
Yeah.
Eventually they said, okay, if you're going to be the star of the movie,
Yeah.
if we're going to take the risk, we'll only pay you $30,000 for the script.
Yeah.
And if the movie makes it, we'll give you a cut from the profit. Okay. They won 2 Oscars.
Yeah. I saw the Oscar speech day before yesterday.
Yeah. His bad luck, even in his bloody Oscars, his bow tie snapped and he had the collar open, if you remember seeing
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
So he stood in front of the liquor store where he sold his dog for 2 days to try to find the same guy that he sold the dog to.
Yeah.
And he finally saw him.
Yeah.
He offered to buy the dog back for $50. He's like, here's $50, please. He's my best friend. He's like, nah, I'm not selling him back to you.
Okay.
Because I think he opened his mouth and said, you know what, I got this movie role, I want to buy him back. And this guy is like, okay, you know what, I can squeeze more out of him. They negotiated, and he just wouldn't give him back his dog. Eventually, they came to an offer, $15,000 plus a role on the movie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jeez.
He was in the movie. And that dog, the Rocky dog that was in the movie, that's his dog, Butt Kiss.
Ah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just going and getting it back. Now there's all this negotiation and
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is we're talking about the dog.
Yeah.
So wow. Your acting career, your personal training, it's been good 16, 17 years journey. But then your darkest moments, 7, 8 years ago, when you had the accident.
There was another one after that too. Even worse.
So how long?
Challenges never stop. Your problems never stop. No matter how successful you are, that's one thing I learned. No matter how successful you become or rich you become, your problem's only going to get better and more advanced. So
it's just the way we deal with them changes.
That's
maybe.
right, yeah.
Yeah. So you had another health issue?
Nah, not health issue. It was something with my ex That's another.
So basically, you are in your lowest, especially for someone who wants to be fit, personal training and acting and stuff. It's like a sports person being on bench for 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, it took about 3 months for me to be able to use my arms properly. At that time also, I had to leave the gym that was running my business, and I had to move gyms, and I was living with my ex, had to move apartments at the same time.
Yeah.
So moving the apartment, moving my business to a new place in the same week.
Yeah.
As soon as my arms sort of got better, I can start using them a little bit. So I lost all my majority of my clients.
Yeah.
Lucky I had some savings then. So pretty much starting from scratch again. Body wasn't in shape.
Yeah. So apart from audiobooks, apart from reading all this, what is this unseen energy, or you said about God? So how did God help you to overcome, let's say, that moments of darkness?
Well, I've been through near-death experience quite a lot in my life.
Yeah.
There's times that I still reflect back and it's like, how the hell did I even stay alive? Like, this is only you see in the movies, like near-death experience. And I always believed, like, I've been through a lot of depression in my life and a lot of downs in my life.
Yeah.
That a lot of times I think it's not worth living. But then again, it's like, but why am I still alive?
Yeah.
There must be a reason why I'm still alive.
Yeah, why?
I think there's a bigger purpose. And being always on my own, and quite a lot of times on my own, I speak to somebody, a spirit, God. I've never been religious, but I always believe there's somebody looking out for me.
Especially when you say you've gone through this near death.
Yeah. I was like, this
Someone's
is not
protecting
normal.
you.
Yeah, it's not normal to be alive after these events. And I always had some sort of image in my mind, somebody I speak to,
Yeah.
And I always thought there's something there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always looked outside the window, always thanked God. But it's been more in the last sort of 7-8 years.
Yeah. So that's your own personal dialogue you have.
Yeah. And, look, still till today, sometimes it's a bit hard living on your own, and I don't share much with people.
Yeah.
But sometimes I even ask ChatGPT to pretend he's God and I want to speak to somebody.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're using technology as a God's translation.
Yeah. And then, ChatGPT goes, what would God say to you if you would say? I was like, okay, so that's exactly what he would say to me. So I was literally given the own answers, been through so much that eventually something will come my way, even though I haven't seen the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But I know it's there, it's coming.
Yeah.
Whether I have to make it myself.
So what happened after that? You said something else happened after the injury. Is it something to do with the relationship?
No, just another. Don't want to get too much into details of that.
No, it's only what you're comfortable with.
The ex I was with, she, I ignored all the red flags.
Yeah.
She was a red flag right from the start.
Yeah.
It's just I liked her so much that I convinced myself that I'm in love with her.
Yeah.
Even though she was not a good person and she knew it herself. And her nickname was Cactus. Because we said her heart is like a cactus. You get close to it, you get pricked.
Wow.
And she even said to me, I showed her what true love is. Because I'm relentless when it comes down to giving love. I'm a very affectionate person.
Yeah.
But somebody gave me a wrong advice after we broke up. He said, ask for the ring back, and you can report it stolen if she doesn't give it back. And I did send that to her, and she knows that I try not to get in trouble because, I have to have a clean record for acting. And she was a nasty person. So she made up a story
Yeah.
and used the law against me. And I had a terrible lawyer.
Yeah.
Didn't even bother seeing me before the hearing.
Yeah.
I had a magistrate just looked at me and said, "Nah, this guy's guilty." Literally, in the hearing, he said, "Because you did not say I did not do it, the way I worded it is I would never do it." He
Yeah.
said, "That's not denying." So,
Jeez.
yeah, like, and literally the police were so terrible and bad
Yeah.
that they tried every dirty tactics to do.
Yeah.
And they trick you. They're never on your side. They always trick you. Because for them, at the end, the more
They
arrests that
want to
they
move
have,
on from the cases. Yeah. Yeah.
more cases, it looks better on their record.
Yeah.
So at the end, I fired the lawyer.
Yeah.
Fired the lawyer. I appealed it myself,
Yeah.
learned the law myself.
Yeah.
I represented myself
Yeah.
in front of the district judge.
Yeah.
At the end, with new evidence, all the text messages there.
Yeah.
The judge said to me pretty much, "I am sorry that the police failed you. I'm sorry that the magistrate failed you. He was unfair. I'm sorry that the system failed you.
Wow.
And I would question the credibility of that witness," which was my ex, because at the end she made it all up because of the ring. And she even says that in the interview.
So,
he goes,
so how long you have to go through this from the moment first they said you are, guilty to overturning it?
It was literally 3 months later was the appeal.
Yeah.
I appealed it. There was a lot of money for the lawyers and
Yes,
legal
yes,
and
yeah.
stuff. And the way they embarrassed me, the police, they came to me at work, even though they could have just rang me up for them.
Yeah, yeah.
They waited till its peak hour and to embarrass me in front of everyone. Because for them, they look, I've been judged by my looks all my life and my name. It's an Arabic name.
Yeah.
I look like a bad guy.
Yeah,
I've had that all my life.
yeah.
I'm fine with that. It's okay. But that's all I am to them. They look at you, they're like, "Nah, this guy's guilty." And actually, on the DVAC, they even sort of not on the DVAC, but they encouraged her to make up a story, because she went to them first and said, "How do I not look like a criminal if he reports the ring stolen?"
Wow.
And it was never about the ring. It's about her winning. Yeah. She gave the ring back straight away as soon as she realized how much the cops trying to escalate it. And it was the cops' idea. It wasn't hers.
So basically,
That
haven't
was
accepted.
that was a year later after
Year later, yeah.
the surgery that I had.
Wow. So those 2 years, maybe 3 years altogether.
1 year
Injury, 1 year apart, and then the legal.
Yeah.
So those 3 years tested you
Yeah.
pretty badly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially the legal stuff. That was a really dark moment. But one person suggested to me to listen, and everybody's like, how unfair it is, this police and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because everybody saw through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't give up.
I didn't give up. It just makes you stronger.
Yeah.
I wrote another monologue about that too.
Wow. Okay, we're going to come to the monologue. Before monologue.
There's a different one. I haven't made that yet.
Okay.
But this monologue, I really want you to see. Yeah.
There's a lot of people going through this. You use the word depression. You use the word things like giving up on life. You don't need to answer me. You can show me the monologue, but once we finish the monologue, let me know what advice would you give to the young men, not young men, there's men in 40s and 50s are really, the suicide rates are going high.
True.
And the statistics are terrible. And the things you have gone through those 3 years, majority of the time are the reasons as well. And I have seen a video on social media maybe 12 months ago or 6 months ago, I can't remember. Someone captured the video the day before these men took their life. All those videos were like joyful, playing, like really win the family, all those things. There is no sign of anything, and then they're no longer.
It's a silent killer. That's why they call it the silent killer.
Yeah. So please think about that, and please show me your monologue if you have it on the phone.
Yeah.
And while I'll watch it, and once we finish it, please let me know.
So the thing is, they say silent killer because men are always been taught to be tough, to show no weakness.
Yeah.
That's why the suicide is up high, because men are not allowed to talk about it, or the society is, you're not a man if you talk about it or show weakness.
Yeah.
But, over the years, I always thought, because I've been always an emotional kid,
Yeah.
I can connect so well with people, put myself in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah.
I always thought it's a weakness, being so vulnerable and being so emotional.
Yeah.
But it actually takes a lot of strength to show those emotions. So when I did an acting class one day, and the teacher on the first day, he's like, "Did you you just cried instantly in like the first sort of improv thing that you did?" He goes, "Have you done this course for long?" I'm like, "No." He goes, the other students were outside. He goes, "Please don't tell the other students that, this is your first time." Because
You'll embarrass them.
I'm not afraid of showing emotions.
Yeah.
And for me to show emotions is very easy.
Yeah.
I'm a very well-connected person with my emotions. Yeah.
I think some of the things you shared today, you have to face a lot of those alone.
Yeah.
And while you're alone in that journey, you're understanding yourself. And at the same time, you're also connecting with your emotions more purely. You're not hiding them. You're not trying to mask them. You're slowly saying, yep, there's a reason why this happened to me. And you're learning something from it. And then maybe that's what it is. But yeah, some of the things you shared today, literally from 4 years, 5 years of age, all the way coming here when you're 15 or 16, and then in your 20s and mid-20s and then 30s. Geez, every 2-3 years, it seems like there's something major happened, which normally doesn't happen to many at all, or happens once in a lifetime.
And because of all that I've been through, and all this sort of, fear has always been, fear is the reason why people don't take action, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I've been through it all, and I've been near-death experience, and I've been at the lowest bottom and whatever, I'm not afraid of speaking up.
Yeah.
I recently had trouble with the gym I worked in, because I'm a contract personal trainer. There's personal trainers there in that gym.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the management. Nobody. Everything is broken. Everything is dirty. They don't turn on the aircon. They don't do anything, and we still pay them almost $400 a week.
Wow.
And there's trainers there. They've been since 1995 and 96.
Wow.
And they're still afraid of speaking up. They tell me to speak up, and I'm not afraid of taking action.
Yeah.
That even complains about them, they control everything. So I went to the investors, the biggest guys that own all these big franchise gyms.
Yeah, yeah.
They tore them a new one. They even got rid of one of the regional manager. I'm the only one that could do that. And everybody's like, "Don't do that, or you'll get in trouble." I go, "What's going to happen to me? What? I'm going to die?
I've gone through worse.
I'm going to die?"
Yeah.
One of my favorite books is also Ryan Holiday and 50 Cent wrote this book called The 50th Law. And it's all about controlling his fear. He's like, at the end, he's like, "I've been through near-death experience.
Yeah.
What's going to happen if I don't wear the uniform in jail? They're not going to kill me. I'm not going to die." It's like, if nothing's going to kill you, he's like, what's the worst that can happen?
True.
Yeah. So that's why he's not afraid of walking out of a multi-million-dollar deal.
True. Yeah.
So you got to be like that in life to take action.
Absolutely. Yeah. So there's a lot of wisdom you have gained with all these events, experiences. We
and
have
thanks
gone
to
through.
books as well.
Yeah.
Taught me quite a lot.
Okay. And your monologue. What's the inspiration? Where did this started?
So I wrote this monologue because it's part of a concept of making my life story into a film, into a script.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I need to show the world why people always ask me why I don't have a plan B.
Yeah.
It's because of fear. Everybody has fear. Everybody's controlled by fear.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of people asking me that, oh, what's your, if that doesn't work out, what? They don't understand my mindset. And I thought, you know what? I need to put it out there. I need to show people what my mindset is and what it takes to be successful and make it no matter what the world throws at you, no matter how many doors shut.
So when did this idea really... Yes, people are asking you. Yes, you're being asked the same things again and again. But actually, when did this monologue became real? Like the first word?
I literally started writing it just before my birthday, at the beginning of the year. I made the lists just before New Year's of things I need to get rid of out of my life and the things I need to do to take action to really make things happen.
Yeah.
This year is one of my most powerful year. I want things to happen.
Okay.
I'm in control this time.
Okay.
Not life is in control.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I don't care. I started writing small scripts last year about this sort of action comedy and stuff. And my mate always rejected it. It's like, nah, this is too predictable. This is not going to work. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Time to show the rawness.
Okay.
Time to show what is Ehab? What is he made out of?
Yeah.
Okay. This is to the world. This is my message to the industry, to the agents, to the filmmakers, to the producers. This is who I am, and I'm not going away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Feels like it's one of the most passionate things you worked in recent times.
Oh, yeah. I worked on it and it just came to me in one night. I started writing it.
Yeah.
I used a little bit of ChatGPT to help wording things around, but this is all me. I just wrote it in one take, one write. It's like, this is me. This is what I want to say in it. And this is my stories. And this is why I take action despite of fear.
Do you mind sharing the monologue?
Definitely.
Okay. Let's see.
I shot it all myself.
Yeah.
With the phone and I have my own lighting and I have my own sound recording. And thanks to Pierre, who really helped me finishing the editing. So, hang on. So just press play. People often ask me if I have a plan B. I tell them the truth. I don't. Because I know what makes people cling to plan B. Fear. I know fear. Real fear. The kind that doesn't live in your mind. It lives in your bones. It wakes you up, middle of the night, drenched in sweat. It paralyzes you. It swallows you whole if you let it. I remember being 4 years old in Basra, Iraq, waking up in the backseat of a car to the sounds of my mother's screams and pleading with God. My father was gripping the wheel wide-knuckled, speeding through the night while bombs rained down from the sky. The ground shook. The windows rattled. We weren't driving. We were running for our lives. I remember standing face to face with a pack of wild dogs, their teeth bared, my heart hammering in my chest. There was no one to save me. It was just me, my legs, and the terror pounding in my ears as I ran for my life. I remember the gunfire at the end of Iraq-Iran war. The way people celebrated by shooting bullets in the air. After it stopped, I saw it. One stray bullet has torn through the window, punched into the backrest of the sofa chair I sat in every afternoon. A minute earlier, and I wouldn't be here. You call that unlucky? I call it a gift. Because I learned something most people never do. I learned fear isn't something to run from. It's something you run towards. Fear is the test. Fear is the wall between who you are and who you're meant to be. Fear is the reason why cemeteries are full of unfulfilled dreams, ideas, and inventions. You think I care about a no? About a rejection? About how long this journey takes? Let me tell you what real fear is. It's not bombs. It's not bullets. It's not wild dogs chasing you down. Real fear is laying on your deathbed, staring at the ghost of every dream you didn't chase. The actor you could have been, the entrepreneur, the artist, the leader. And they're standing around you, looking down at you, asking, why? Why didn't you try? Why didn't you risk it? Why did you let fear win? And the worst part, you have no answer. No excuse good enough. No reason that justifies a wasted life. That's the fear that keeps me moving forward. That's why I don't have a plan B. Because I refuse to meet those ghosts. I refuse to leave this world knowing I settled. So I will fight. I will push. I will take every damn chance. And if I fail, then I fell forward. Because I'd rather die chasing this dream than live a life wondering what if. No plan B. Only plan A. What's yours?
Wow. Need to take a moment. It's raw.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely raw. It feels like you have bought your 40 years of everything into 5 minutes.
Pretty much. That's why I was excited for you to see it.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
That monologue. I see raw emotion and also I see it's a not response to the people who are asking for plan B, but your own journey of peace with your inner child.
That's right.
I see that more. It's not a response to the world. It's your own peace with yourself, with your inner child. That inner child, you said, I'm doing this. I have the photo. When I was watching that, I was watching your inner child. That's
Pretty much.
That's what I felt.
Yeah.
Even though you're telling to the
I
other.
know.
Yeah.
It's the inner child that always lives in me.
Yeah.
That's the one that speaks up. Yeah.
Wow.
And for me, I'd rather die
Yeah.
than not pursuing what I want to achieve. I don't want to live in that future.
Yeah.
I don't care what it takes.
Yeah.
The worst thing is just imagining laying on your deathbed and just
So this
regret.
is your message to people out there.
To
Not
the
just asking you, but people who are living in fear,
Yeah.
who are letting fear and doubt take control of them.
Yeah. And I want them to picture
Yeah.
them on their deathbed
Yeah.
and feeling they regret that they didn't take the chances, that they didn't even give it a try.
Yeah.
That's worse. That's worse than death for me.
I like the analogy of a lot of dreams are dead in the graveyard.
Yeah. They say cemeteries is one of the richest places on earth because that's where dreams died.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins talks about it as well. He says that's the richest place on earth because all these ideas, the inventions, everything,
Yeah.
people never took action because of fear.
Yep. Do you agree every time fear knocks, they say, let faith answer?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So a lot of people don't know what that faith means, looks like, especially people who are looking for evidence, people who are looking for tangible things. But faith is something you got to believe in yourself and take the step, knowing that the staircase will appear.
Correct.
So what's you said you're not religious, but at the same time, the journey you're taking, there is so much faith. There's unshakable faith because you're taking a lot of things alone and you're facing alone and you're not giving up. People around you are saying, what's your plan B? And you're saying, no, I'm on a highway. You guys are not able
And
to see.
people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Because people don't have that mindset. They're
Yes.
always like, even people that really want to be into acting and doing all these sort of things in courses and taking action, like, oh, what happens if it doesn't work out? I go,
Yeah.
what do you mean if it doesn't work out? If you had a child and the child learns to walk and it falls,
Yeah.
what do you say to it? Quit? Just keep crawling? Or you just give up? That's it? No, you don't say that. You say keep going, keep
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
till it happens.
Yes.
No matter what. I don't care if I'm older,
Yeah.
I like all these stories like Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
He started
KFC.
at the age of 61.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And he had how many no's?
Oh, there's a lot of
1,009 no's before somebody said yes. Who the hell would have gone that long?
True.
But he believed
Especially
in
in 60s. Yeah.
Yeah, but he believed in his recipe. He believed in himself.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for me is if you believe in yourself and you can achieve it. And remember, if somebody else has achieved it in life,
Yeah.
you can copy what they did and do it. That's what Tony Robbins teaches.
Yeah.
Is if somebody has done it, you can do it. You have the same biology, you have the same abilities. Now everything's available to you. The
Yeah.
internet has everything available.
Yeah.
Why can't you achieve something that somebody else has achieved?
Yeah. So true. So just quickly, change of topic here.
Yeah.
So the God's angel, the angel of wishes, comes to you and gives you 3 wishes to be granted today. What would you choose?
Ooh, that's deep.
With all the things you have gone through till date, You can bring people who passed away, but for one day in these wishes.
That's not an easy one to answer.
Okay, choose one. If 3 is too much.
See, one thing, I don't know. Wishes. I'm not sure if I like people just giving you things without working for it, but I don't like being gifted things for no hard work. That's one thing I believe in. But
your name is
an opportunity
yeah.
to showcase my talent and my skills
Okay.
in front of a big director.
Yes.
That's what I wish for. Just
Nice.
one opportunity
Yeah.
to get to know me and who I am and what I'm made of. That's why I started writing these monologues.
Yeah.
Is to showcase, because also acting is not about how you can act,
Yeah.
but if you understand your own character,
Yeah.
that's the important part with acting. That's why a lot of actors, they say an actor isn't made it takes at least 10 or 30 years, some of them, they say, to become the greatest actor, because you need to go through life, you need to understand things,
yeah.
you need to go through things to understand your own character.
Yeah, true.
And that's why I want to show my character. I want my wish, if it was one of them, for a big casting director or an agent or maybe a producer to see my monologues.
Personally, I hope that wish comes true sooner. A big opportunity for you to open up soon, pretty soon. I wish and I hope, and I also put a pure intent up in the universe.
Thank you very much.
And just to summarize your journey, for 7 years.
Sorry, before we go to that, one of my biggest fears, and I don't tell many people that, is my parents are not young. My dad is turning 80 soon.
Yeah.
And I really want to make a big break while they're still alive to show them.
Yeah.
Because my parents think, they worry about me and my younger brother, that we are hopeless or we never getting anywhere in life. I want to show them that it's okay.
Yeah.
They can stop worrying about me because I know what I'm doing, and thank you for every hard work that you've done. They sacrificed quite a lot for us.
Yeah.
They gave everything for us.
Yeah.
Everything. And I don't want that to go in vain. I don't want that to go to waste or thinking that it's going to waste.
Yeah.
I want to give them the gift back.
Absolutely.
I want to say, you made me.
Yeah.
This is who I am. And this is what I've made out of my life.
Yeah.
It's not going to waste.
Your love towards your parents, your dedication towards the path you have chosen is already recognized. Only difference is your parents are not familiar with your path. That's all it is.
I don't understand.
It's something new for them. And as a parent, they're concerned, they're worried, just like my dad was concerned about me until the last minute because I didn't become a doctor, and he's a doctor, and he thought me doing anything else apart from being a doctor is kind of like I haven't settled in life.
Yeah, you wasted your life.
Yeah, I wasted my life.
That's very hard, I can imagine, especially as a doctor.
Yeah.
And that's the old mentality.
Yes.
It's so difficult to get those older generation to understand this. It's a different life now. You don't need a degree. You don't need to be a doctor to become successful.
But we had peace at the end. He was proud of all the things I have done because he said, you're the first one who did all this. We don't even know what it is.
Wow.
And for me, he said it in his own way.
Yeah.
For me, that itself is like I'm in peace with.
That's
yeah,
closure.
That's a closure.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's something I would want. Yeah.
It will happen. It will happen. You're already on the journey. So your parents, yeah, it's a good timing. You mentioned that the sacrifices they have done. Mom and dad working, dad working in oil refinery, or mom working as secretary, and then jewelry shop, and then you pretty much brought up in chaos, the war, the bombing, all those things, and they made the decision to move when you're 7 years old to give a better life, and then you go to Jordan. And then you stay a little bit there, and then you go to Maldives, and then things were not going smoothly, but you ended up, instead of going to Sweden, you go to Germany, and you had a tough time, especially the way some people ignored or treated badly, not inviting as part of the community. And the next thing is you found peace in nature near the Alps. And you found a friend. And then you started your teenage life, enjoying, skipping away, being lost in the nature. The pure souls are the ones who get lost in the nature. Mm-hmm. You don't even realize the time, because that's God opening the arms and saying, come and stay with me.
Yep.
I'll give you all the peace, at least for a time being, from all the troubles you have to face. And then after that, when your uncles and everyone wanted to go back, they couldn't handle, your dad made the decision, and you end up here. You found the right connection to come here. And then here, the beach and the bikinis were not there. Suddenly you're invested in
Disappointment.
Sydney. Yeah, total disappointment, anger, hatred, what's going on. And then you find a job, and you slowly started to make connections. You're making your own money. You started to feel good that, yeah, there is something happening. And then, you got into two passions. One is personal training, and the other one is acting. And the journey just started.
Yeah, 16, 17 years ago started.
It started then,
Yeah.
but
It's actually skyrocketing.
yes.
Yeah. I'm carving my own path now.
Exactly, yeah. And then here you are today, facing health issues, facing multiple, there's no consistency. You have to move all the time, which means there's no consistency with building relationships, building friendships, and all that stuff. Constantly you had this fear, but then you said, it's okay, I'll face it. I don't have plan B, but I'll face it. And the most beautiful thing with your whole journey is you overcoming self-doubt, confidence.
Took a while.
Took a while. That's a journey.
My self-confidence only started taking off since I became a personal trainer. Before, I used to be afraid of speaking to strangers. I was never a sort of a person that can just start conversations, but amazing what it just forces you to do, and it's been great.
Personal training itself, for me, is an act of discipline, consistency, self-worth. When no one's watching, you're building yourself.
No.
You see the same people in the gym at the darkest hour. No one talks to anyone, but we all know why we're there.
Yeah.
I love that hour. So that journey is a beautiful journey. And then the acting. The one thing you said, why you want to do this is to respond to your own inner child. That is the biggest purpose. That is the biggest existence, why we're here, is to listen to that kid within us. We always ignore the kid, and the kid is always saying, hey, give me 5 seconds. I have something for you.
Exactly.
And you found that, and you have more clarity on that. So thank you for coming to Chat with Loki. The reason you're here today, everything you shared today, is nothing short of a hero's journey. A hero's journey is never the path of roses. The hero's journey is always full of challenges, full of hurdles, full of, darkness. But the hero appears through the darkness. The hero turns the thorns into rose petals. The hero gets clarity out of challenges. And that's how I see your journey. So once again, beautiful, everything you shared, and it's authentic. Some of the things, it takes courage. And you today expressed why vulnerability is the strength and it's not a weakness. And the message you gave today with your story is to all the young men out there or men out there. Don't feel bad if you're going through a dark day. Don't feel that there is no one helping you or looking out for you. Believe in something that you will be always looked after, protected, as long as you believe in yourself. So on that note, Ehab, gift from God. That's the meaning. I'm going to close with that. Based on all the things I said, you would have gone through these images of everything I said. How do you, any final words, final thoughts with all the things I said and your 42 or 41 years of journey? When you look back, how would you summarize and how would you, any closing comments?
I like a famous quote which I used in one of my new monologues that I'm going to record.
Yeah.
From Seneca.
Oh, yeah.
The circumstances don't make a man. It's the, what was it? Something about...
Circumstances don't make a man.
It's something, I've wrote it. Do you mind if I just look it up?
No, look
quickly?
for it. Seneca is a great philosopher, and he chose death than choosing the other option. And Seneca, Socrates are two of my favorite philosophers from that Roman Empire.
That's a really good quote that I used in one of my monologues.
Yeah.
There's something about circumstances don't make something. I'm trying to find
Seneca.
I love Ryan Holiday, the author.
Yes.
And he uses quite a lot of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca in his quotes. And I love those sort of books. Actually, a really good book that I really recommend. I'm not sure if you heard of it. The Ego is the Enemy.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, that's a really good book as well.
That's Paulo or Ryan Holiday?
Ryan Holiday.
Ryan Holiday, yeah. He uses a lot of Stoic wisdom.
Yeah. And one of my favorite books of him is The Obstacle is the Way. I recommend that book for anybody that's going through challenges. Anybody.
Yeah.
That book I listened to, somebody recommended me, is when I was going through the legal stuff.
Yeah.
And that was one of my darkest moments.
Yeah.
I became so positive at that time. Even a friend of mine, I was shooting a monologue at that time.
Yeah.
And, sorry, not a monologue. I was shooting a sort of scene where it was a very powerful scene. And my mate looked at me, he goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Because your world is falling apart and you're still happy and so, positive. He's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And that was because of that book.
Nice.
The obstacle is the way.
The obstacle is the way.
Yeah.
So,
if you're going through tough times,
yeah.
it's how you grab a negative thing and turn it into a positive thing.
Beautiful.
Your weakness into strengths.
That's a great way to close this chat. The obstacle is the way. On that note, thank you, Ehab.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having me.
for-
This has been amazing for me as well. You know, discovering myself as well as telling the story and sharing it with everybody. Thank you for having me.
All good. Thank you. Thank you for listening, Chat with Loki. Follow and subscribe for more wisdom from everyday heroes.